Hi, good evening, everybody. I am going to give it a couple of minutes because if any of you were amongst my friends commenting in Facebook, I know the original link for this wasn't working and you were getting unavailable. So I have paused that previous meditation and I'm starting again. So I'm going to just wait a moment to allow anyone who wants to come online to join me. So I just give it a little short time. Good evening. I can see people now starting to appear. So those of you who are joining and obviously experienced unavailable on the other link, I'm sorry about that. I actually had the video on private, but this is a learning curve. So very warm welcome, everybody. I'm Kirsty McAndrew and really excited to share this summer solstice meditation with you called Radiant Expression. And it's all about really tapping into, I've called it awakening your inner goddess, but it's about tapping into that deep sacred space within where you're really connected with your true power, wisdom and strength and radiance as a woman. And for me, it's what brings an enormous amount of joy and aliveness, certainly into my life. And it's where we feel, most comfortable in our own skin. And I'm sure many of you who are watching this will know that we've grown up with some very disempowering stories and myths and beliefs around women and a certain level of suppression of the feminine. And we're being invited at the moment to really awaken something that is so much more true for us and can allow us to be who we're here to be and live in alignment with our deepest truth. So this meditation on the longest summer day is to empower you to awaken that more within yourself and to meet your inner goddess. So I'm gonna take a moment now to invite you just to close your eyes and just shake off the day. We're going to start by choosing to be really present in the moment and serve ourselves. And so as you turn your attention inwards, choose to give this time to yourself, because now our energy gets scattered with so many distractions and busyness. So this is just for us. And as you turn your attention inwards, just witness your breath. And allow the in-breath to come all the way down into your belly and feel your belly just expand and soften, letting go of any tension in this area. And as you breathe out, allow any tension in the whole of your body just to drain down through your hips, out through your legs, out through your feet. And really allow yourself to feel supported by, whether it's a chair you're sitting on, your bed or the floor. Allow that to give you support and give yourself to that. And just keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just imagine as you're sitting there or lying there that you're surrounded by many women from all corners of the world, all different cultures, coming together, choosing to honor our deepest expression, our own radiance. And become aware of their presence and imagine them in a circle surrounding you. knowing that this is your journey and it's also a collective journey that we're taking together. And just let your attention drift down to the soles of your feet. And notice what's going on in your toes. If your toes are at all curled, let them unfurl. And gradually allow your attention to drift up into your ankles, your calves, witnessing all the time what's going on in these areas, allowing your breath to come all the way down here and allowing this area to soften. And gradually allowing your attention to drift up into your thighs and your hips. And take a nice deep breath all the way down into your hips, allowing the breath just to work its way into the muscles, softening, feeling your own expansion. And into your belly again. And maybe you just want to wiggle this area and let the energy move here. And then let your awareness drift into the small of your back, your lower back, all the way down, right into your coccyx. And just relax this area. And then in one slow breath, let your awareness drift up your spine, paying attention as you move past your solar plexus. Letting this area just soften, and then into your chest and your shoulders, down your arms, all the way into your fingertips. And then just becoming aware of your throat. A really important area for our radiant expression. So let the breath soften this area. Feel your throat relaxing. Your jaw, your tongue, cheeks, eyes in their sockets, your forehead and your scalp. Now just placing one hand over the center of your chest, in your heart chakra, if you're familiar with chakras. Otherwise, it's just right in the center of your chest, and the other hand on your belly, over your womb space, so your lower belly. And just breathing in and out to both areas simultaneously. And feeling a connection here. Don't worry if you're not actually feeling anything, just set an intention that these two areas are connected. And now place both hands over your heart. And breathing into your heart, imagining the breath coming into your heart, perhaps with a little smile on your face. Appreciating your body, whatever in your daily life or whatever you've experienced through your life in relation to your body, just acknowledging it now for the sacred vessel that it is. And in this moment, choose to set an intention for this meditation of what you would love to receive by the end of it. Ask your heart to show you, whether that be in a symbol or words. Just ask, what's my intention? And choosing that to now be as it is, bring your awareness down right into the base of your spine and feel this area softening. We're going to breathe all the way right into our coccyx. And as you do, allow the breath to expand that area. We hold so much tension here. But just breathe deeply in. Take a few breaths all the way down into your coccyx and just letting go on the out breath. So breathing in deeply, all the way down. Letting go on the out breath. Feeling yourself just letting go of everything that maybe you've been holding on to. And now with the breath, still maintaining that openness at the base of your spine, allow the breath just to drift up your belly into your chest and into your throat before you breathe out. And just do that a couple more times. And on the next out breath, to imagine a beautiful white light going from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. And feel the energy going through that column. And now imagine that column just extending down through your legs into your feet. Right down into the earth. Feeling a connection with the earth and imagining you've got roots like a tree going all the way down through the layers of rocks and soil. Deep, deep down, right to the core of the earth, and feel that connection there. And from where you are, just imagine yourself starting to sink into the earth itself, letting go, allowing the earth to embrace you. The Great Mother calling you to her core, and just drifting down and down, following your roots through those layers of rocks and soil, letting go a little bit more. And as you're sinking, you're feeling the connection with your ancestors, with the wise women who came before, and their wisdom, receiving a sense of that and everything that they experienced, good or bad, but knowing it made them who they are or were, and made us who we are today. And as you're sinking, connecting with seed of remembrance of your true power and wisdom. And as you sink further down to the core of the earth, in the damp darkness descending, that seed of remembrance is growing. It's planted in your womb. Like a lovely golden light, just bringing warmth to your womb space. Whether you actually have a physical womb or whether it's just an energetic space, it's still there. So allow that golden light just to fill that area. And to rise in our radiant expression, it requires us to meet ourselves and meet ourselves in our dark places. So now imagining you're right at the core of the earth, in a damp, dark cavern where you feel so safe, so held, embraced by Mother Nature, home, a safe place to feel into the whole of who you are, and allowing yourself just to scan your body, particularly asking to be shown places that perhaps you haven't wanted to see or haven't wanted to claim, even places that you haven't wanted to own, that you shut off from. Just intuitively allow your attention to be drawn to those places. Allow them to be witnessed. It might bring up memories. It might bring sensations. Just know whatever you're experiencing is exactly right for you. And rather than constricting against it, soften into it and allow that golden light that's in your womb space to expand outwards and meet those places. And choosing now to call in any of the energy that may have been scattered through your daily life, any that you've given away in relationships, maybe to get what you wanted, unknowingly, giving your energy but not replenishing, calling all of that back to you now, just asking. And feeling yourself supported and held, experiencing a greater sense of wholeness and completeness. And just ask, is there anything else that wants to come home? Anything that's ready to be reclaimed? Choose to receive it now. And thank yourself for welcoming those parts back home, for honouring whatever it is that you've just experienced, and thanking Mother Earth for her support and her connection and her love, which is an expression of yours. And nourished in this space, allow yourself now just to sense that you're drifting back up to the surface of the earth, through the layers of rocks and soil, all the way gently back up. An even greater sense of connection now to all those wise women of the past. That seed of remembrance, watered and nourished. And coming all the way back up to the surface with a sense of curiosity and wonder. And as you come back up to the earth, you find yourself in a lush, vibrant garden. Bright coloured flowers everywhere, juicy fruit hanging from the trees, lush green on the leaves of the trees and on the plants. And you curiously just wander through this amazing garden. And as you do, you sense that you feel a lot lighter and more relaxed in your body. Maybe you want to move your hips and invite the energy from here just to start rising, being playful. Into your chest and feeling your chest expand. And this vibrancy that's surrounding you, it's a reflection of you in your radiant expression. And right at the far end of this garden is a beautiful golden temple. And you feel naturally drawn, magnetized to the temple. And as you come nearer and nearer, you can feel your heart opening. You know deep, deep down that you're coming home to yourself. And as you arrive at the temple, you place your hand on a big wooden door, the big brass knock or knocker, and you gently push it open. And you're met with a golden light filling the temple. And as you enter, you see there's other women milling around, all in their radiant expression. And you get drawn to join them in a circle, feeling your connection with each and every woman, open-hearted, rooted in the earth, connected. And one by one, each woman starts moving towards an altar. And you watch curiously. And as each woman reaches the altar, you can see that she's receiving a gift. And you're moving closer and closer yourself. You notice as each woman receives that gift, she's glowing even more brightly. And you realize that this gift is actually the gift of your inner goddess. It has certain qualities, certain aspects that you're here to awaken right now. And you find yourself standing at the altar, and you pause, and you breathe in. And intuitively, you know exactly which gift is yours that's sitting on this altar. And allow yourself just to notice what that is. Again, it can be a symbol, you might receive words, just a sense of knowing. And as you pick it up, this is you reclaiming your goddess within, your inner radiance. And you just hold it in your hands. Become aware of the qualities that it has. And as you hold it, you can feel those qualities seeping into you, gradually becoming part of who you are. And allow your body just to move however it wants to move to accommodate this new energy that's coming in. And choose to let that gift just rest in your heart. And take a few moments to receive the energy fully and the qualities, and imagining your life embodying these in every single area of your life. Who are you being? How are you interacting with people? How are you speaking? what's in your life. And letting that settle, knowing that that's going to continue to expand and grow within you. And knowing you can always connect with your heart, receive the gift of you in any moment. And knowing this, you rejoin the circle, connected with the earth, connected with your heart. And now breathing, imagining, allowing your energy to come outwards, to expand, softening all of your hard edges now, everything that you've held on to as a protective measure, just softening away with this newly awakened sense of power. And expanding, opening, feeling the deepest sense of love for yourself, for the other women surrounding you, and collectively feeling your light and your love expanding outwards and impacting those that you love, your communities, the wider world, the amazing impact of vibrant, radiant women expressing themselves fully in the world. And as you expand together, you feel a sense of oneness, oneness with the whole of life, remembering that seed you sowed as you were sinking down into the earth is blossoming, and reminding you of your true place on this earth, grounded, rooted, alive and awake. Connected to the whole of life. And your awareness now coming all the way out through the clouds, through the sky, out to the edges of the universe. Knowing your connection with universal consciousness and maintaining that, feeling that. Gradually let your awareness drift back down to rest in your heart. And just taking as long as you need to let that energy settle and integrate, knowing that the magic will continue long after we go off air. And just choosing to receive, keep receiving the truth of you, the depth of you, and opening to a greater sense of self-love. Feeling your own beauty, seeing your own beauty, allowing that to sink in. And just as when you're ready to complete yourself, just make sure that you drink plenty of water to help anything that's been released to pass through. And just taking good care of you, honoring and nurturing yourself, and choosing your radiant expression. Thank you for your participation and your presence. And I'm going to say goodbye, and it's been a real joy sharing this with you.